All right, ladies and gentlemen. I think that probably it started right when Jody said, "Let's do this." So here we
I
are.
think it did.
Can-Am Connection. Here we go. Many things to
Happening.
talk about. Many things we can't talk about. Many things going on in the world of arm wrestling. Um, where do you want to begin? Because we kind of went down this. We're going to do kind of an Arnold Classic preview show, which
Well, we could talk some of it. How you feeling about your tournament going into it? Healthy? What?
it's a loaded question because do I feel good? Yes, physically. Do I think that I would really enjoy an opportunity to prepare for this without having a bunch of other things to focus on? Oh, Nathan's bringing me down. Yes, I would like that. I would like to just focus on getting ready for an arm wrestling tournament. I don't want to think about all of the other things that are happening in the periphery of an arm wrestling tournament. But let's not go there yet, unless, well,
No.
whatever. Where do you guys
No.
want to? I feel okay.
Yeah, I mean, you have some stiff competition ahead of you in your weight class, which is great. I mean, it's going to be a really good test to see where your left's at right now, and I think that's the main thing to focus on is like,
Yeah, yeah,
you feel good going into it. You're getting some really good world level competition showing up, and it's going to be a good test that day. And like I said, based upon the competition, I mean, anybody could win that class. It just depends on the draw of the tournament that day.
yeah.
Yeah, we did talk about who's on what end of the bracket. You know,
The cream always rises to the top.
So does Steam.
So does Tim's douche flute he's vaping on over there. So, Jody, what's going on behind you, man? Are you like painting or something? All your stuff
no.
is gone.
So yeah, it was funny because I came home and my wife like sold like fucking.
Hey, quit swearing so early. I did
Oh
that
yeah,
last time.
sorry. She
Sold
like
your trophies?
sold some stuff. I got some shelving to put my awards on for my birthday. I just haven't got around to it yet. And I come home and like, as you can see, the one on this side, whatever, is gone. So she sold that one. The other one's about to get sold. So I got to put all the shelving up and reorganize all my trophies and plaques or whatnot.
So what you're saying is she did it to make you proactive about putting the shelves up.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, yeah,
Well played.
got it. That
Well
was
played.
yeah.
So that's
That
where we're
she
at. That's
didn't.
why it looks bald right now. So, but I still got the color going on though, so it's all right.
Yeah. Well, looks good. Tim, what do you got going on?
I don't need any shells because I don't win any awards. So I'm just hanging out.
Holy, Debbie Downer over here.
I've been trying to help some friends out all morning, and my display name says it all.
There you have it.
God damn. Okay. I get it. I get it.
So I've been up since 4 a.m. talking to some friends that's been contacting me and getting ready for the next couple of weeks.
Well, yeah, the next couple of weeks are going to be interesting. You're certainly not going to want to miss next week's show, that's for sure. But
when do you fly out, Ryan? Thursday?
You know what I go through to go to
A lot.
a Knuckles Up event. So, or not a Knuckles Up, a High Five event.
Whoa.
I'm going to be, because that's who's putting on the Arnolds, right? So I'm going to drive to Grand Forks, and then I'm going to fly to Minneapolis, and then I'm going to fly to Columbus, and probably have to take an Uber to my hotel, and I'll probably get there around midnight on Wednesday. Well, midnight Wednesday.
Doesn't that hotel? Are you staying at the host hotel?
Yes.
I think it has an airport shuttle, doesn't it?
Does it?
I think so.
I would definitely check.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
we should check. We should check. Yeah. Who knows?
If it'll
Don't
save you a couple, it'll save you a couple dollars,
yeah.
Yeah.
which is never a bad thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because isn't your money even more shit now right now to the U.S.?
No, actually, it's actually getting better.
Is
The
it?
Canadian dollar. Yeah, yeah. Last
Would
I
it move a
checked.
cent?
Hey, you know what? That's still a cent.
It's the shits. Let me tell you. So
Well,
Actually,
guys,
it went up a penny. Sorry, but it's better than what it was. Still, it was like over 1 to 150. Now it's $1.43. So
well, already in the chat, you got people talking about the match that was introduced to us a couple hours ago. East vs. West, Mr. Devon Larratt and Corey West, and everybody in the chat's already putting in their predictions and whatnot. Is it too early to touch base on that?
well, no, I mean it's a hot topic because it just got announced. So let's talk
there's a
about
lot
it.
of there's a lot of great matches and more to come.
The ones that are officially announced, the Devon one, of course. I don't see it going. I don't think anybody in the chat is saying that Corey's going to win. Oh no, Cody Merritt says Corey wins, but Devon could. I think he means bleed him out in the King's move and drain him.
I think, I feel like Nathan in this, he would always pick against Michael Todd, and Michael Todd win, he's fine. That's how I feel about this one. I don't think Devon's going to go power for power with Corey. I don't think he's smart to do that. I think he'll outsmart him on the table, meaning that I think he's going to, like you said, drain him out. He'll probably talk a little trash to get in Corey's head. And I'm not going to say Corey folds, but he just won't be in his frame of mind. I'm hoping I'm wrong with that, but
are we seeing it going to a hook?
I think Devon goes in the hook if he's up 2-0.
Can he avoid it? Can he top roll even in a King's Corey West?
That's a thick ass hand.
I mean, I think it's a good test with Devon dipping back into the left-handed category, right? Corey's pulled some of the best left-handers. I mean, he's pulled Morozov, he's pulled Jablonski.
Devon got beat by Jablonski. He was going to pull Morozov at some point. Well, between the two of them, I'm not sure Ingen ever signed off on that.
Well, I mean, Camille and Corey pulled. Corey has pins on Camille. Devon went 0-6 against Camille at Arm Wars. So I know you can't do. I mean, that's arm wrestling math, but like this match has potential to be really, really good. It just depends on where it goes.
Yeah, but
It's intriguing.
Also, those matches were like Devon was like 115, 120, right? So if Devon is this new fucking monster that he is, I think it changes some outcomes here just because of where he's at right now. Now, I think if he would pull Corey back in the day when he was 115, 120, like pulling all these other guys left-handed, I think Corey would kill him. But now you're talking a 310-pound Devon. I mean, that's a different person.
That's a huge, huge human being, especially with that frame.
Cody Merritt Cody Merritt says Devon put a video up this morning about it and said he's going to lose weight. Any thoughts on that?
I don't know.
Neil, I see you, Neil. I will be at the airport picking you up, Neil. Don't worry.
Yeah, Neil, the answer is no. I'm not going to be there.
I will be there.
I unfortunately will not. I'll be coming back the week after my event in Philly, so I'll be resting.
Yeah, I'm going to take a little bit of a break from training and competing after the event this weekend, so we'll see what's up.
But there is a tournament, though, right? There's still a tournament there that weekend of, right? Correct?
Yeah, Friday.
So is that going to be a regular thing now when we have these King of the Tables and these? Huh.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they'll probably keep it the same going forward, just like this one, where the finals or the prelims for the event on the Saturday on the main stage, stuff like that.
That's a pretty good path to get on the card.
Should be.
Yeah. I mean, everyone used to complain about not having a route to get there. Well, now they do. They just got to get in the finals, and you can be on the prelims.
Hey, I won the one in Florida. I don't know. I never got a call.
You didn't get a call?
Things have changed since then, Tim.
Yeah.
Things have changed. It's a different manager.
Like I said, I've told people in the chats and stuff too. I said, think about it this way for the tournament. You make it to the finals, you'll get to pull in front of some of your idols in the sport, right? You may never get another chance to do that. So,
and there's always somebody's always watching. Somebody's always watching. That's one way of looking at it. So,
yep.
Yeah.
That is true.
Let's talk about Jocelyn. That's an awesome match, and I think Sarah is training for that one, but she's going to need to.
This will be Jocelyn's I Have Arrived match.
So this will also be like when Jocelyn beat Sarah. Sarah probably wasn't nearly as prepared as she is now. I mean, I think I can confidently say that. Would you guys agree or disagree?
Disagree.
You don't think Sarah was as good? You think Sarah is the same Sarah she was when Jocelyn beat her the first time?
No, I think she's better.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
I heard you wrong.
I think Sarah's going to come in way better than that. So, yeah, I agree. If Jocelyn gets this win, then the world is her oyster.
Well, crazy enough, Sarah is coming into this match smaller than when she pulled her last two. Just saying.
Right.
But I also think she's way stronger.
I'm wondering because Sarah's last couple outputs haven't been the greatest. Egla, Gabby, there was somebody else too. Wasn't it a third person?
Mm-mm.
Okay, then her last couple outputs one-on-one haven't been the greatest. So, I think her losing that match to Jocelyn in that round robin really bugged her, I think. Whether she admits it or not, I think it really bugged her. But ever since then, the rocket ship of Jocelyn just kept soaring.
Who'd she pull after that? She won a match after that.
Against who?
In Canada.
Heidi Court. No, she pulled Heidi and beat Heidi in Canada. Which one are you talking about, Sarah or Jocelyn?
Sarah beat.
Sarah's had a lot of matches scheduled, but they all got canceled.
She pulled somebody up in Canada. It was an AWC event. It was after that.
Wasn't that Heidi? And that was before all that.
No, it wasn't. I thought it was somebody else. It was after Heidi.
Maybe
it was a left-handed match. Was it a left-handed match?
It's hard to say. I mean, with a left-handed match, though. I mean, I think.
I know, but maybe I know she's pulled, but maybe I'm thinking it was a left-handed match. You're not right.
I was gonna say I think Sarah's left hand is better than her right hand.
Ooh, there we go. No. But will she pull it though? That's the $1 million question.
Definitely not better yet. She had that surgery.
What else we got on that card?
Who else we got announced?
We got Dave Chafee versus Georgie Svetkov.
Yep.
That's a good match. I'm pretty sure I know where it's going and what the outcome will be.
Yeah. I mean, we're just staying a prediction show because we can predict what we want now. That might change 3 times by the time we do get the prediction show.
I think I don't know. It's a tough one. It's going to be, can Georgie deal with Dave's power, and can Dave deal with Georgie's top roll? To me, it's a close match, in my opinion. It's a very close match, actually.
Can Dave have access to that press like he did in the first match versus Vitali? And we're talking Vitali had a longer arm than Georgie. So I'm wondering if Georgie takes his hand and it goes this way, can Dave really just use that strength and get behind it and drive down is my question.
Yeah.
I mean, I think for sure the first round, Dave's going to try to block all that and clamp down so he can't get that top roll. But if it doesn't, I mean, obviously everybody could probably agree. Dave always wins round one, right? So it's like,
and even round two.
Yeah, so I mean, it's going to be what he does after that. It's going to be key.
Like I said, I think it's a very close match, like very close.
When we get through this, let's talk about this itinerary. I want to touch on this itinerary for the Arnolds here.
God, yeah. Can we do that, please? I might change.
Then we have. Well, there's two more we can talk about: Craig Toulier and John Terrian.
Love it. I'm picking John to win right now.
Damn.
And then the big one that was announced was 15 years in the making.
That's the one I'm looking forward to.
And Yoshi Kanai.
John.
I will see John in about 4 hours.
Tell him to check his Facebook messages.
I'll say John.
Hey?
Yeah?
Yeah, tell him to check him because I sent him a message. We're in this era where all these tournaments up here are bringing in special guests, and they all seem to be focusing on one guy and paying massive amounts of money because I know all the inside info on some of these.
Do you need me to be a special guest?
That's right. I do. I thought, who better than, because.
Jody can come too as long as Billy's putting it on. We'll be A-okay.
and don't forget Arlington's return of Keter Gallagher-Bayev.
Yes.
I am. You have to have an opponent named.
Yep. But there's a lot of really good matches for him at 105 kilos. So, and anytime he's on the table, it's great. I mean, you can go back and look at his match with Michael. That was such a good match.
Yeah.
He came off a loss to what's his name? Oh, why am I drawing a blank right now?
Well, he lost to Todd, didn't he?
He did lose to Todd, but that was a really good fight, though.
Yeah.
So. But I mean, the dude's he's one of the best technical arm wrestlers on the planet, bar none. Can pull anywhere, is explosive, does not have a backup in him, and just keeps fighting and fighting and fighting. So, I mean,
I know who I want to pull.
I like that, but I like Alizon better just for some reason. I like him.
Yeah, me too.
Who do you want him to pull?
Bacho.
No, you want to.
Bacho.
No.
I mean, Bacho looked incredible against Grundy.
Yeah.
And that was scary what he was able to do to Brad.
For how technical Gallagher-Bayev is, man, that could be a crazy match.
I want to see him against a North American.
At what weight?
It is East versus West after all.
It'd be 105 if I was guessing.
Who would it be? Paul Lynn then?
I don't know. I don't know who he's pulling.
I mean, there isn't really much of anybody else at 105 and below.
Maybe Todd. It's a catch weight.
Yeah. Okay. Even go to 110. Who do you? I mean,
I don't even know where guys sit anymore.
Everybody has matches. There's nobody else for him to pull. Unless I guess 115 against Matt.
I don't know. Like I said, that's.
Well, actually, you just said somebody in the chat just said that.
Yeah, that's the only other person, but you have to go up to 115, I think. Oh wait, Matt made 105, didn't he?
Yep.
Yeah, he did make 105. That could be a 105 match.
I'm just waiting for Ingen to release it. I think we're all interested to see who he's putting Gallagher-Bayev up against because it's going to be an explosive match. That's for sure. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
I got a question off topic. Tim, what matches you got at Arizona State on June 7th?
Confirmed right now?
That you can talk about.
Yeah, there's some unconfirmed good matches that we've wanted to see for years. But I mean, confirmed right now, you got Pork Chop versus Mega Mike.
I love that.
It's about damn time. It's about damn time.
Yeah, that's a confirmed good match.
Right or left?
They're doing both.
The right arm's a better match.
The right arm's a better match. I think
Pork Chop kills him.
Yeah, I agree.
I think they're doing both, and it's going to be Mega Mike's finally healthy and training with 0 injuries, so it could be really good, really good. There's some other cool things in the work. Like I'm trying to set up Joe Meek with Flip Larson right now. Flip's
cool.
coming for 2 weeks. He's already bought his tickets, so that would be really good. And I can't announce against 2 yet, but Mindagas Terrasitis will have a match, and it's going to be a banger of a match. It's going to be good.
What about is Ole Danilov on anyone's radar?
Who?
Ole Danilov. Now, he had a match with Matt Mask a week ago. It's called an exhibition, but Matt just killed him. Wasn't close. And Matt seemed almost offended that Ole even called him out. It was in a club match. It was called an exhibition because I think there's probably some contract issues. But if you go to Ali Hamadia's channel, the match is on there. But he's also the guy that had the wicked match at Nationals with Porkchop, Ole. He doesn't seem to get.
Cody,
I
accept your
see
friend request.
people in the chat asking who's Cody is trying to. Cody's not saying, but he's trying to.
No, he's not going to.
Other than that, for Arizona State, I think we have confirmed about 12 countries coming right now. There's a lot of cool guys and girls coming. There's a girl coming. There's a girl coming over here, and I almost have the match set right now, but she's never pulled in the United States. She's from New Zealand. It's going to be a banger of a match too.
Oh, you're talking about Ashley?
Yeah. So it's gonna be good.
That is what's up.
Yeah. But I mean, if anybody been at my event last year, right as of right now, it's at the same spot. But the way that it was growing, close to 400 entries and all the super matches and stuff like that. I have this casino hotel down the road that I have a meeting with on Thursday. I'm trying to lock them in so everything will just be all in one house. It'll be nice.
Cody, check your messages.
What the hell is Cody saying?
Cody's not telling anyone. Yeah. Are you guys ready to talk about this itinerary?
Oh,
yeah, let's do that.
Hold on. I got something. Let me show you guys this. I got
Cody,
the medals.
Cody, we can't see you unless you've been tanning.
I got the medals back. We went, Billy Ortegas and I designed them. They're bigger. They're 6 inches across. We did some cool stuff with the ribbon, but they are back and ready to go.
Isn't that the same as they were?
There's differences, the thicknesses, stuff written on them, the ribbons, bigger, everything.
The state of Texas logo's on there too, right?
Yeah, we have Texas everywhere on them. That way you're, when you win a medal here, it shows that you're winning it at this event.
So we got those same medals at the King of the Table event. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
You know what?
They don't have the Texas stuff on them.
Everything's bigger in Texas.
That is true.
I'm just coming to Texas to be a corner man and have some fun. That's all I'm doing.
Yep.
I might enter one of these tournaments one of these days. Like, I don't know.
The EBW ones?
Yeah, just to see,
Yeah.
I did one. I won it, and I didn't get nothing from it. So I'm just coming to have fun.
Hey, Tim, Stack says we need some Mexican girls competing. They have talent. Arizona ain't that far, people.
Yeah. I mean, we'll be down there doing an event May 3rd, and we'll see who we can gather up to come on up. I know there's always a big group that comes up from there, so I would imagine we can get some more up there this year.
When are you going to put a tournament on in Tijuana?
What's that you cut out?
When are you going to put on a tournament in Tijuana?
No, not
That's
Tijuana, but Puerto
place.
Vallarta in October. We just had some good meetings about that. That's almost finalized to be released. That's going to be a good one.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, it's going to be super.
That might be my first one back.
Super good.
You said August?
No, not Jody, Cody.
October. It's like the first weekend of October.
Mm.
Yeah, and I've already looked up plane tickets just throughout the United States and stuff like that. And there's really no corner or the middle of the United States you can't get there for less than $400 round trip.
Right.
To Mexico?
Yeah. Yep.
I think I would be more popular in Mexico than you guys would.
Why is that?
Well,
He's
you'd be
Canadian.
okay, Jody, because we're both Canadian.
That's true. That is true. So let's talk about this itinerary. What the hell's going on?
All right.
Jody,
well,
Jody, your camera went off again.
I can still see him. He's just real fuzzy.
Well, before you do the itinerary, I got one more thing.
Yeah, you guys are messing with me.
One more thing. Just because everybody else has done it, I got to chime in. Jody.
Yeah.
You're going to kill James Beach at Arm Gods. I'm telling you what. You're going to kill him.
I've been hearing so much negativity toward me about this match.
I'm more excited to watch this match now. Oh my gosh.
What's the negativity?
That was part of my phone call this morning. I got told that too, that you're just going to kill him.
I mean, I understand the people from the UK, and they should cheer their guy on, but, you know, just some of the stuff they've been saying, they, as in Paul Maiden and stuff, oh, we just threw you a bone because, you know, we felt sorry for you and yada, yada, yada. I'm thinking, okay, that's cool. I'm going to absorb all this negativity, and when I show up there, I'm going to be so pissed off. Yeah.
That's weird because two of the UK guys told me this morning that you're going to kill him, so.
Well, that's awesome.
Cannot wait. Boy, I cannot wait.
All right, now you guys ready?
All right, go ahead.
Itinerary.
You sure? You ready?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
That's a good one.
Thursday, of course, is the
weigh-ins.
Weigh-ins 3 to 5. So there's a weigh-in time. So you must make weight. You can't make weight 48 hours in advance and send a video. Then we're gonna you get your jerseys, all that fun stuff. The booth. So at 9 a.m. on the Friday, all athletes must attend. I just noticed this, and I kind of have an issue with it because I don't actually pull until 6:30 p.m. But I got to be there at 9 a.m. Management will walk through the layout. I assume that's Will and Chris. Booth entrance, bracket table to report to, yada, yada, yada. And then you arrive after your assigned time. So they don't actually start pulling until 10:30.
Is there weigh-ins on Friday too? What about people that fly in at midnight on Thursday?
Tough shit. The weigh-ins are 3 to 5 on Thursday.
So no weigh-ins on the day of competition.
Well, not according to this.
Oh boy.
So if you're 276 plus, you're okay.
I know people who are flying in late on Thursday.
I know people who are
what
competing.
I'm hearing is they have special arrangements, or what?
I'll let them know.
Or they're screwed because they won't be able to make weight.
So I got a question. So if the Arnold is like the tournament itself is being, you know, published or whatever, why all the bells and whistles, like the super matches and the round robins and stuff?
I haven't heard a single thing about that stuff, so I don't know if it's even happening anymore.
Well, go through the itinerary. We'll get there.
Okay, so we got 10:30 a.m. Group 1. That's the 154 and the 176 left and right. 1:30. Group 2. 198, 220 left and right. 4:30. Group 3. 242 and 275 left and right. And then at 6:30 p.m., this is my group, 275 plus right and left, women's 154 and 155 plus left and right. So we got 6 classes going at the 6:30 time slot. And then at 6, I guess they aren't accounting for, they aren't giving us too much time here because my group starts at 6:30 and then at 6:45 there's a finalist meeting. So
damn,
I guess we're getting it done in 15 minutes. They want the finalists there at 6:45 to discuss the agenda for the finals. And then we got the March 1st, which is the Saturday. Yeah, that's the Saturday. 8 a.m. meeting. 9 a.m. we have the right-hand finals. Then at 10:15, it says all round robin athletes report to the booth. I haven't heard a single thing about this round robin. And then it says 10:30 a.m. Group 1 round robin starts. I don't know what that is. 12:30 meet and greet with athletes to be determined. That's 12:30. 1:15 test your strength grip gauntlet. Spectator participation on the stage. So I guess there's the stage. 2:15 Group 2 round robin starts. Don't know what that is. 4:15 meet and greet with athlete 2 to be determined. And then at 5 p.m., spectator participation on the stage. General overview of the sport, safety and technique.
How come that can't be on a Sunday?
No, there's a full thing on Sunday too. So that's
so where's the left-handed finals if we're doing all these finals at?
Right.
Hold on.
Oh.
So basically 9 a.m. the right-hand finals start. Sunday, left-hand finalists and 9 a.m. left-hand finalists and super match 1 athletes behind the main stage meeting. 10 a.m. the left-hand finals start, and then super match 1 happens. I do not know anything about any super matches. 12:30 there's a second super match. 2 o'clock there's a third super match, and then 3:30 p.m. because the expo shuts down earlier on Sunday. Spectator participation on the stage, and then general overview of the sport.
What is that one? Is my question. What is the spectator participation on the stage?
I don't know.
Are they having spectators come on stage to arm wrestle, or?
I guess so. Will and Chris have been very, very quiet as of late.
Oh Lord.
I mean, because for me, like, I'm not trying to sound like a negative person here. Like, I get bringing people into the sport, but at the same time, when you have people coming up on stage that don't know what they're doing, that's typically when injuries and catastrophic injuries do happen. So,
well, I mean, I'm sure if Judy's overseeing the spectator stuff, it will be fine. Now, I don't know what it is, to be honest. It's like general overview, teaching safety and technique.
So what do you think the odds are that these left-handed finalists tell them, no, we're doing it on Saturday. We're not doing it on Sunday.
Like just hijacking the event and saying we're doing it on Saturday?
You know what?
Do you know how many injuries could happen if you have to wait 2 days to arm wrestle again?
1 day is a lot. 2 days is, yeah.
I mean, even at Worlds, I mean, they have you run through all the classes, and you're waiting a few hours, possibly an hour between finalizing your quarterfinals into your semifinals into your finals. So
do you think that they're gonna try to? Because we don't know, right? So this is all speculation, right? I'm just guessing here, right? Do you think that they're gonna try to do like all like the 3rd and 4th place runner-ups get put into a round robin or like something like that, and they're going to create round robins there?
Or
if not, you can't tell me if they're having 2 round robins and 7 super matches. Somebody in North America or around the world hasn't said that they're in a round robin or a super match yet. So to me, it's like they're going to create something on the fly to where, hey, you guys had a great match. Let's have a super match, or, blah, blah, blah. You should have met up. You didn't have a super match, or you guys, let's have a round robin. I mean, does that make sense?
You know what? That might be what's happening.
Because I mean, if there's nobody they're going to say, hey, you're in a round robin, be quiet. You're not going to, like, someone's going to tell somebody, someone's going to slip up and tell somebody, right? And we haven't heard a single freaking thing. And
Jay Clean, yes, it is those guys, the high five guys, knuckles up guys. He says, yeah.
I never read through an itinerary with so many question marks.
So Ryan, if they come to you and ask you if you want to pull Farrett in a super match,
I mean, I can be bought.
Ooh, $1 million man.
my whole thing with this is because again, we have a friend who's dealing with this. Is they told people to have their shit booked up months ago because things fill up, which is accurate.
Yep.
And when this person, say this one person that we know, bought their tickets back in September because he qualified in August.
Right.
And it's always been the same. If you pull Friday, you pull Saturday, blah, blah, blah. So they bought a ticket home Sunday morning.
Yeah, but there's never been left arm at the Arnolds before.
no.
Right.
Even so, though, why would you sit there and gap that out? Like, if your preliminaries are one day, you don't wait 2 days for the finals. That's the dumbest thing ever.
When I saw this itinerary, when I heard about the multiple days, I assumed that the right arm prelims would happen on the Thursday, the right arm finals would happen on the Saturday, and the left arm prelims would happen on the Saturday, and the left arm finals would happen on the Sunday. That was my assumption.
Yeah, I mean, that's still about, I mean, it's still less than 24 hours, you know, so it's not terrible.
This is where I get mad. You have this per se person who bought their tickets in September, signed up on the deadline, which was supposed to be December 31st. He has now reached out for a month to ask questions and has gotten zero response back. That's where I get pissed off.
There you go.
You know what, Jay Clean? I was just thinking the same thing.
No, but it's true though. It's a legit, gripe. If you're doing everything you're supposed to do, and all of a sudden, because personally, I don't do well with, oh, by the way, I don't like those. So basically, that dude got put in a position where it's like, well, crap, I got everything lined out, my itinerary according to what the plan was back in September, before registration was, or not registration, but all that was finalized, and now all of a sudden, oh, by the way, we're throwing this out and that out, and it's like going, dude, what the, Ryan Boussier says only Chris actually responds.
Chris hasn't been. He's been traveling.
Yeah.
So
I think next week's show is going to be pretty interesting.
It could be a bit of a pipe bomb.
Easy there, CM Punk. Do you like that?
I'm glad you got that reference.
Jay Clean said, I like the KU guys, but this seems to be extremely chaotic. You don't say.
There's one thing that arm wrestling has an abundance of, and that is veterans that can be consulted to determine best practices.
I
don't know that people take advantage of that very much.
I mean, this is the third installment of the Arnolds, right? Like, it started with Karen and Frank Bean, went to Leonard and Denise, and now it's to the Knuckles Up guys. Like,
yes,
right.
I think you're doing I think you do yourself a disservice not going back and seeking, tidbits of information from people that have done it before. I think you're kind of, even if you don't like a person, there's got to be some helpful information that they can share with you to help your event run smoother.
They got access to Tim.
Well, on top of that, let's go one step further. Everybody loves the Arnolds. Everybody was so like pissed that it went away. Like, people love it. You had so many people reach out to you saying, if you need help with this, of how big you're trying to do it, would even volunteer their time to help. And by not taking so many people's help and thinking that you can do this on your own, when you really haven't ran that many tournaments, you run some super match cards.
Right.
I'm very curious to see how this turns out. I wish them nothing but success this weekend, but I'm really curious to see what happens this weekend.
Well, I agree, right? Like, there's so many iconic matches that have happened at the Arnolds. Like, I wish them best, and obviously we all want to see arm wrestling continue at the Arnold's. Like we don't want it to go away, right? So like the Arnold's is iconic. Everybody used to. If you won an Arnold's championship, you were that guy or that girl, right?
Mm-hmm. It used to mean something.
You know.
Yeah. Well, with the classes that are showing up, it's going to mean something.
I mean, I haven't seen a full list. Has the full list of competitors been released for each weight class yet?
Oh, just
to the people involved.
Yep.
Okay.
I have it. I can. I'm happy to share it too. Give me a second.
Because I'm curious. Like, obviously, I have friends and teammates going, so I'm curious to see who their their competition is going to be. You know,
I could probably count at least 15 guys that wrote me personally, saying the only reason why they're not going is because they asked many questions and got zero response.
Wow.
I put on 3 qualifiers. And I think out of the 3 qualifiers, I think I maybe got 20 people going.
I got almost that many people going, and I ran one.
Yeah.
Well, I was wrapped up into something else. I was going to go, but, that's neither here nor there. But I would love to see that list too, Mr. SB.
I'm going to find it.
We do have a positive thing happening on Saturday.
Yes. Tell me.
Pablo is opening his new gym Saturday at 1 o'clock in Chicago.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, his grand opening is on Saturday. It's pretty cool.
You going?
It's an arm wrestling / powerlifting. It's pretty much an all workout gym. It's going to be pretty awesome. It's going to, I think the way that he's doing that we've talked about that, like, it could actually be a place where there's monthly, bi-monthly high-end seminars at his gym where people will want to travel over and say, I want to train arm wrestling at that gym. I think it's going to be pretty cool.
Wasn't Michael supposed to have something like that?
I don't know.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty sweet.
Are you going to be there?
I'm still working on it. I got a father-daughter dance. He's offered, yeah. I'm one of the sponsors for the gym, so
nice.
I might be out there, but we're still working on it.
Nice.
All right, you guys ready for these classes?
Let's go. Let's do it.
Women's. I'm trying to figure out who's missing.
Ryan, as you're announcing those classes, should we just do a little prediction?
I think that's a good idea.
I mean,
That's
it's this
a great
weekend,
idea.
right?
All right.
Throw a prediction on there, right?
Women's right, 154. Bodana Blizniak, and if I butcher these, I'm sorry. Michelle Dugan, Leanne Wilson, Lucky Wood, Vivian Santos, Ellen Heron, Nadia, Courtney Farwell, and Scarlett Jade.
Leanne.
Yeah.
Leanne's right now just looking so good. After her performance at Washington State, it's super hard to bet against that girl.
Going with Nadia.
I was going to say her and Nadia in the finals. I'm going to say Leanne on the A side.
If Leanne can keep her out of a hook, Leanne wins that match.
Yeah.
Women's left hand. All the same people minus Courtney.
Maybe Michelle Dugan.
Maybe, yeah, possibly her. The top 3 in that'll be Michelle Dugan, Leanne, and Nadia.
Yeah. I got a dark horse in that one, and I'm not telling you who it is.
Well, no, now you have to. No,
I want her to be off the radar.
Is it Vicky? Is it Vicky?
Nope.
No. I think Michelle wins that left-handed.
I think Ellen is going to surprise some people.
Yeah. Jody?
I would have to go. How good is Leanne left?
Leanne's left is good.
Yeah.
So, in those classes,
at Arizona State, when she pulled Victoria Carlson, Vicky beat her on the left. She beat Vicky on the right, but it wasn't. I mean, it was a good match.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Vivian could also mix it up a bit too.
She could, yeah, she could.
Yeah.
So we got two qualifiers in those, 2 on the left, 2 on the right from my event.
That's good.
Now 155 plus. Here is your other thing. Leanne those classes pull at the same time, and Learen's actually pulling the heavyweight too.
Oh wow!
Darn you, Learen.
Well, you didn't tell me that.
Learen, Lucky Wood, Kathy Facey, Martha Swick, and Madeline Whitaker on the right arm, and then only is Martha is missing from the left.
Martha Swick right hand.
I pick Learen.
Yeah, I'm still gonna go Learen.
I would only pick Martha because
Martha.
Learen's going like this, and God forbid she gets. Are they going at the same time?
I'm gonna take Kathy.
They're probably gonna have a left-handed table and a right-handed table, so they probably won't pull at the same time.
Okay,
I would say
that depends.
Learen and Martha Swick in the final.
Yep,
that's my prediction.
Taking Kathy. I'm biased. She pulled at my event.
Fine.
How come they're not promoting these? How come they're not promoting this? That's what bugs me.
Here, this gets interesting. 154
men,
right-handed. Ivilo Kolev, Ian Valko, Derek Doble, Yisin Yenegas, Peyton Ballinger, Jarrett Ryan, Landon Gray, Jack Heath, Brandon Oliver, Matthias Schlitte.
Okay.
Ben Vance, Joshua James, Alexander Kurdyukov.
There's a lot of names I can't pronounce in that class. I'm going from one of them.
It's going to be someone from Korea is going to win that.
I don't know anybody in that whole class.
I guarantee it's someone from Korea that wins it. Those small guys from Korea are fucking fast and strong as shit. So
yeah,
and they have a pretty good sized team coming over. So I'm going to say someone from Korea is winning that 54.
And on the left hand, there's a whole bunch of those guys that I can't pronounce. Plus Ron Spring from Manitoba.
I'm still going with one of the others. Sorry, Manitoba.
Fair. 176 right. Barodkin Alexei, Damian Zarsky, Zach Boyer, Dastan Kulbekov, Anatol Barsukov, Jack Jacobson, JT Alexander, Bob Sawick, Job Swords, Dustin Hyatt, probably your winner, Isaiah Jones, Alexander Bulasov, Nick Penner, Ryan Hare, and Eric Squires, all from Manitoba.
I don't know.
Louis Chico, Jake Houston, Vazgen.
Vazgen can wreck house.
Anu Kojo, Nikodami, Hood Jaffo.
No, it won't be.
And some other ones. Shannon Workman.
I mean, Dustin Hyatt and Jake Houston pulled at Monster Factory, and Dustin destroyed Jake.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. Doesn't mean he can create some havoc in there.
No,
but a lot depends on who's on what side of the bracket too.
No, it does. I think Hyatt, based upon everybody I know.
I'm still gonna say that's too light of a weight class for a Korean not to win.
Fair.
Oh, Matthias is Hellboy.
Yeah, Matthias Schlitte, yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, Cody Wood just beat him, and I think yeah, I don't think he'll win it.
Nick Penner's my dark horse in that one. 176.
My dark horse in that one would be Vazgen.
Same.
He's won it before, hasn't he?
He has.
Oh yeah. In the 54s and the 76s, he's won.
Okay.
I mean, he's really a 65, a 75 kilo, 165 guy.
Ooh, not anymore.
Left-handed, Barodkin, Damian Zarsky, Dastan, Anatol, Jack Jacobson, Lane Perry, JT Alexander, Dustin Hyatt, Isaiah Jones, Alexander Bulasov, Nick Penner, Ryan Hare, and Eric Squires, Vince Robbins, Konrad Podkoka, and Shazad Abduliev.
No clue.
That last guy you said, he's definitely going to win.
All right. Now it starts to get a little interesting here.
98.
Mikhail Pavlov, Joe Ming Yoon, Miguel Fernandez, Fernando Carey, Curtis Miller, Bill Ballinger, Scott Ballinger, Darius Zentak, Jacob Trout, Gerald Larino, Tom Ruck, Ryan Boussier, Devon Viscombe, Bo Horner, Willie Schlobom,
Danny
Shane
just
Bulk, Jordan Weeb, Gia Markowitz, Vince Gordon, Evgen something, and a whole bunch of guys I can't pronounce.
And Danny's in there.
Gillian?
Yeah.
Are we talking left or right hand?
Right.
Not on my list, he's not.
For right hand?
198 right hand. There's no Danny Gillian in here.
He's registered for it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
It's not in here.
I don't know.
It's not on this list.
Ryan Busiera.
I was going to say, if I see the
say,
same Ryan from the Aries thing at Washington State and then some,
I will tell you, Willie's going to catch a lot of people off guard with the way he pulls, and they're not going to be expecting it, and he's going to pin some people that he shouldn't be pinning that day. I'm telling you right now.
this is where you show up and show out.
Because the dude is a pure flop presser, and he's coming straight forward with that shoulder, and his flop press is good.
Well,
I do have another prediction.
Yeah.
I'm going to say the over-under is going to be 5. 5 people won't show up for the class because they're going to be fucking lost and don't know what time they pull.
Ooh, ouch.
Well, the convention is a big. I mean, it is a really big convention. So
yes, that is huge.
Over the course of Friday, I'm going to say 5 is my over/under.
Because if you've been there before, you know how ginormous that convention center is with over 3,000 athletes.
Yeah.
It's basically the same guys on the left. There's Curtis Miller is in there. Bo Horner. Yeah.
All right, let's get to the men's classes.
To the 220.
Tim, you have something coming up too, don't you? At 200 pounds.
August.
220 right hand. Joey Melendez, Jacob Garcia, Bryce Meadows, Bo Olison, Andrei Sharkovich, Armin Gabrielian, Enor Zosu, and Shirojidin Kunishov.
I'm not betting against Andre.
That's got it. It's getting juicy now.
I want to know where some of these people qualified at.
I don't know. And then we got left hand, Roman Mink, Joey Melendez, Jacob Garcia, Alexis Carl, Andrei Sharkovich, and Shirojidin Kunishov.
Still not betting against Andre.
My underdog, Bo Olson, right-handed.
They just pulled at Arizona, right?
Don't say just pulled. It was almost a year ago.
That's not that far.
Yeah.
How many qualifiers were there?
I really would like to see the qualifier list on some of these people that qualified.
There was one in Texas, one in Manitoba. Tim had his 3. Wasn't there one? There was a couple on the East Coast too, right? There was one in New Jersey. There was some overseas, yeah.
In Jersey, but there was none in the South near Florida. Was there one ran in the Northeast in the Midwest?
I don't know.
Where did Myrtla qualify?
I would be curious to see where some of these qualifiers were.
Doesn't he live in the States?
He does. He's up in New York, right? Pretty sure.
So where did he qualify?
The New Jersey one?
I didn't see him there.
They had 2. They had 2. They had the last chance qualifier, and they had one before that.
Okay.
Well, that last chance qualifier, wasn't that the one at the Knuckles Up event?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, hold on. I might change my fucking prediction here. That 220 class, is that Nerdle? Is that the guy you're talking about?
No.
Who was that guy in 220?
Not Nerdlette.
Armin?
Who is the guy in 220? He's from overseas, but he lives here now, and he just wrecked everybody. He wrecked Frank Hurst, everybody.
Don't know.
He pulled at the I think he pulled at Olympia.
Ow.
Whoever that guy's name is, I can't remember. That's my prediction to beat everybody. 220,
Okay.
left and right hand.
Well, let's go 242 here.
Okay, my class.
Ji Hyun Min.
Ooh.
This is right hand. Paul Cruz. Roger Learned. Eric Morrison, Ryan Nelson, Josh Harding, Andrew Kendall, Tucker Keating, James Faust, Misak Melikian, James Clark, Martin Akopnik.
Tucker Keating could really shake that up bad.
Now, I say Paul Cruz and Tucker Keating in the finals.
No,
I'm gonna say Tucker, but I would say Paul, but Paul has a match the weekend before. Or no.
What about G-Hyun Min? That dude's no joke.
No, I'm saying he's not.
I'm gonna say Paul Cruz wins that.
I think Tucker beats Paul.
Yeah.
But that could very easily be your final. Like I think your podium is Tucker, Ji-Hyun Min, and Paul Cruz.
Well, for Roger,
in any order. Yeah, I don't think any of
not
them.
right-handed.
No,
not right-handed.
I'm picking Roger on the left.
What?
Paul Cruz, Roger Learned, Eric Morrison, Josh Harding, Chris Mace, Tucker Keating, James Faust, Misak Melikian, James Clark.
I don't know how Tucker is lefty.
He's good lefty.
James Clark will win that, and Roger will take second. Paul will take third.
Well, we at least agree on the top two for sure.
I think it depends on what. I think it depends on what Tucker shows up. If I'm being honest, like
Yeah,
there's times he looks like an absolute world beater on both arms and just runs through everybody. Then sometimes he gets caught sleeping every now and then, and we'll lose a match. But I think he's podium on the right for sure, and on the left he's a dark horse for the podium, if not contending for the top spot.
But again, these all depend on before the brackets even come out, because again, that plays a big part.
100%.
Because Tucker can be on one side of the bracket, or all the studs can be on one side, or even a James Clark might be on one side, all the studs will be on the other side. It all depends on the brackets and all that kind of stuff.
It's literally luck of the draw.
Yeah.
James, I got you. I know better. You're good.
All right, I want to do this. This is a spicy class. They're identical, right and left.
James, there's nothing disrespect there. I mean, like I said, there's nothing there.
This is my favorite prediction one right here. This class.
243.
Chris Kaufman, Eli Kerr, Xavier Whitaker, John Thompson,
Uncle John,
Justin Houghton, Dalton Houghton, Ernest Strands, Shirojidin Karashayev, who is
sometimes. Thanks, Ryan.
Kunishov.
My dark horse is Ernest Strands.
Wait,
that was
and Joe Meek.
Left or right hand?
Well, that's just the exact same class, right on left.
Left hand, Joe Meek takes second out of default.
Wait, was this the 250 whatever it was class?
275 class.
Okay, sorry.
Uncle John wins off of default to Joe Meek not being there Sunday.
I'll put this up while he's not looking and take it down before he looks. There you go.
I saw it. I already saw it. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, exactly. Only sometimes.
275 plus, right-handed. Michael Ford, Anthony Siglitano, Logan Bittner, Zach Cannon, Ben Saunders, Ryan Espy, Alan Hartnell, Murtala Aslanov.
I think Ben Saunders could actually shock a lot of people.
Yeah.
Could. But I think your top, I don't know. It depends on the draw on this one too. But I see Ryan and Murtala as the top two, like I said. But now it just depends on the draw in which you guys get.
Yep.
Because if you guys get locked up early and just wear each other out, that opens the doors for other people, right? So it's hard to make a fair and accurate prediction.
Ryan, I like how nobody on the show is picking you, buddy.
Nobody. I didn't.
No love.
We didn't. Hey,
no love.
We haven't talked about left hand yet.
Oh fuck, left hand. How about right hand? We're talking about right hand.
It's going to be you and it's you and Myrtle in the final. I think it just depends on who wins. Who wins it is all dictated upon the order, on who's on the A side, who's on the B side. It depends on if you guys are matched on the same side, and you know what I mean, like early, or if you guys get put together late.
The cream always rises to the top, Nathan.
That's right. So does steam. Remember we talked about that.
The cream always rises to the top.
There you go. There you go.
Left hand. Pedro Rodriguez, Logan Bittner, Ben Saunders, Ryan Espy, Alan Hartnell, Farid Usmanov, Murtala Aslanov.
Well, there's your top 3 right there.
Where did Farid qualify?
The last chance thing?
Did he go?
And you were upstairs. Did he pull at that?
Nope.
I don't know. I was just asking.
That's the
my
golden
God.
question.
I get that reference, Jay Clean.
I do too.
I would like to see where some of these people qualified at. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but
Yeah, it does.
Again,
I'm
this
just
comes
curious.
down to who gets paired together when. I mean,
I
I know
don't put as much
Myrtle.
stock in that as you do. A good draw helps, but
Yes, but I don't know Myrtle as much of a lefty. I know him more as a righty. So that's like, I think you and Farid are going to have a hell of a time battling it out on the left for the top 2 spots. And I see it as 50-50. And I think that's no disrespect to you or Farid. I think it just depends on.
Whoa. Hold on. There is somebody missing in that 275 class.
Who?
And I believe I picked them as the winner. Don Underwood.
should I tell you the story?
I've heard many stories. But yeah, let's hear it.
Is this after dark or just now?
Don was asked to not pull because he was going to be busy doing commentary.
Yeah, I already know
So
that.
he neglected to register to pull because he was going to do commentary.
Yeah, and then he also told them now that he's not doing commentary, he's pulling, and he got accepted.
Really?
Yes.
Dark horse.
I thought he was busy doing other things.
So
there's some things I want to talk about after dark revolving around that.
So what you're saying is there's some question about where people have qualified, and they are bending their own rules.
I'm still thinking about the left-handed supers class, but
I weighed in yesterday. I'll be there Saturday.
Another week of no lack of soapbox. Hey,
we're gonna make up for it next week. It's an all soapbox episode.
Here's my prediction for the left-hand supers. Fair gets you early and gets you, but then you come back and beat him twice from the B side. That's my prediction. You make the proper adjustment, you come back and you beat him twice to win Arnold's from the B side.
See, we all know that Nathan's an international lover, so I got Ryan all the way.
He's international too. He's from Canada.
No. We pretty much own him nowadays. It's all right.
I get more respect, and this is not a joke. I probably get more respect from the United States than I do Canada.
Wow.
I think that's giving you a lot of respect by saying you come back to win twice from the B side to win the Arnolds.
It's funny how you get more respect from other places than your own backyard. I know that feeling. So
ain't that some shit?
Yeah.
I get more respect outside of Oregon than I do in Oregon. So go figure.
And if you beat him when you patch up on the A side, he's not going to beat you in the finals. So,
James, I changed my pick. I'm picking you to win.
No, you can't now.
It's picked. It's done. James Clark all the way.
Yeah, undefeated.
Any class he wants.
All of them, every class.
Oh, I can't wait for Popcorn Tuesday next week.
Yeah. What flavor? Caramel corn? Kettle corn? What flavor are we talking?
If we're all eating popcorn, it's going to be a boring episode. But the thumbnail will probably just be a picture of a soapbox.
Yeah.
A big old bar of Dove soap. I'm telling you.
It's going to be an R-rated show. This is going to be...
We want to put the captions like, viewer discretion is advised. I'm serious. I'm about to fucking unload them next week.
Oh. Yeah.
There you go.
Son of a bitch.
Cody Merritt says, in his Cody way,
Oh my god, that was great.
Love it.
Gotta love Cody.
All right, everybody. Ready to close the show and go to the After Dark section. I'm going to say in closing that my great hope for the Arnolds is that I walk in there and I'm handed something that makes me look like I'm in some kind of criminal organization.
Do you get a Letterman jacket?
So long, everybody.
Is your theme song Jerry Maguire?
What?
Nothing. We'll tell you after.
All right, closing her down.
You want to find out? $59.99.